The day before Halloween, I decided to go on a tour to the desert and spend Halloween there. I drove about 500 kilometers. For me, the journey begins with the road itself, and I believe that Iran has one of the most beautiful and diverse roads in Iran. You will gradually become more familiar with the roads on my channel. I set off in the morning and arrived at the historic city of Bushroya in the afternoon. We arrived at the historical city of Bushroya. The city of Bushroya is located in South Khorasan province in Iran. It is about 2,000 years old and has a dry desert climate, with temperatures reported to range from -21 degrees Celsius to 48 degrees Celsius. We took a short tour of the historical texture of Bushroya. Bushroya is a combination of the two words bush and ruya, meaning a bush for cars. Bushroya is known as the city of wind catchers in Khorasan, due to its beautiful traditional texture and beautiful wind catchers. Our accommodation was also in this historical context. The doors of old houses were wooden. They were knocked on with a device called a knocker to notify the homeowner of the presence of a guest. The height of the door was low so that we could enter the house with humility and respect. Then we enter the hallway and central courtyard of the house. This building was built using local materials such as raw adobe, brick, mud, and plaster. One of the prominent features of this house is the presence of tall windbreaks and a pond used for air conditioning. Unlike hotels, you can bring your pet with you in Iranian residences, but it must be kept in a crate. We took a tour inside the residence. This house dates back 700 years. It consists of several sections of space and had two main parts, each of which was a summer and winter section. It consists of rooms, several corridors, and a central part where people used to gather in the past. After touring the lodge, we got ready to go see the desert. One of the most spectacular locations is Bushroya Desert, a desert that has been paved for public access and has been partially paved. This desert has accommodations and a number of recreational activities such as camel riding, paragliding, buggy rides, etc. The leader went ahead of everyone to show us the campsite. We arrived at the desired location, and the safari lovers started moving, and I headed towards the camp. We arrived at the campsite, but no one had shown up yet. So I took a little break and watched the sunset and played with the ladies' belfie. A group of people got ready for the safari and left. The weather was gradually getting darker. It was interesting that there were some antennas in the middle of the desert on the sand. As it got dark, they set the dinner table to welcome the passengers. At the same time as the reception table was being prepared, a group was preparing Halloween designs, and the makeup artist had also arrived. A number of people were also busy camping and preparing their campsite because they wanted to stay in the desert for the night. A number of people had also returned from the off-road because their cars had broken down or were not suitable for the desert, and they were stuck. Our camp looked very beautiful from a distance. When I returned to the camp, the dinner table was ready. Most people had arrived and were dressed up. Halloween is celebrated in a special style in Iran. Let's meet up. We also had a baptism ceremony in the middle of it, and it was very interesting and romantic. Miss Belfi had also found a pair. We also had my birthday party. And finally, Arsham sang to us. One of the group members had taken pomegranates from Firdaus city. Pomegranates are an attractive Iranian fruit. He gave us pomegranate juice. The hamburger dinner was a fire and is often served at camping events due to its simple preparation steps. We returned to the lodge for the night. We had breakfast at the accommodation. Then we headed back to the desert to see a few more locations. The first location was Ab Anbar. A reservoir or pond is a covered pond or pool that is usually built underground to store water. In water-scarce and desert areas, the reservoir is filled with rainwater or seasonal streams. As the name suggests, this structure is built to store water during high water seasons and use it during the rest of the year. The history of these water reservoirs dates back about 200 years. We went to the next location, which is the salt desert. A desert, salt desert, is a geomorphological hydrological phenomenon that forms in the vicinity of deserts, and sometimes among them. It refers to the lowest interior points of desert areas, where the salt content is very high. I would be happy to see more videos. Please subscribe to me. And these locations are very interesting for photography. We went back to our camp in the middle of the desert. People who had camped in the desert were able to collect a lot of semi-precious stones, such as agate, jade, etc. So I asked for the address of that place and collected some beautiful stones from there. It was great that the lodge was close to the desert. We came back for lunch. Lunch was chicken rice. The tour ended, but I love desert sunsets, so we went back to the desert with one of the tour people. He suggested that I not take the car, and since this rarely happens to me, I gladly accepted. We also went on a short safari along the way. I love the desert now, peaceful and quiet. I'm ready to see the desert sunset. This travel vlog is over. I hope you like it and give me energy with your likes and comments.